Hello guys, I am making this video to talk about the Ithaca allied culture bug and how the math is completely wrong and not working at all. So reaching level 40 for the Odysseus is completely out of reach, even if you spend thousands and thousands of gems. This is surely a bug and poorly designed product, because there is no way this could ever go live on server and being intended. What is the problem? Very early in Ithaca, you get quests to have 3 water tiles expansions. However, the first 2 that you get from the start don't count for this quest. However, to reach 3 extra water tiles, you need to have Wonder level 24, which is completely out of reach for the starter quest. Now, of course, this is probably just a bug, which is completely sad in event when the starting hours are usually the most important to be able to reach high levels. However, this is not all the problems with Ithaca. As you can see, I already built 4 olive groves and 4 vineyards. That's because I calculated from the data mine layout data on Forge of Games that you need to create a huge stockpile of resources to be able to reach level 40 later. Why? Ithaca is completely separated into 2 parts by Wonder level 23. At Wonder level 23, you start to be needing the second tier goodies from your workshops, and you need workshop at level 4 to be able to produce them. To produce them, you need to keep producing the first tier of goodies in other workshop of the same kind, and you also need to add mastic to U-City for each one of the 3 main second tier goodies. However, for this, as you can see right now, you need a very big amount of space, because just to be able to run the production and not being on resource negative per hour, you need 4 resources producers from each type and 2 workshops and also 7 mastic buildings, which takes a lot of space but is still somehow manageable. However, what is completely breaking this event is the fact that from Wonder level 23 to Wonder level 40, you need absolutely ridiculous numbers of second tier goodies. For the olives, you need 6.5 days on max level workshop to be able to produce this amount. Of course, with olives and vine, you can do multi-tile workshop route and possibly make it to the level 40. Level 50 is still impossible even for the land resources. However, with the sea tiles, where we get only 8 of them in total, you have basically set up only for 1 non-stop running workshop. But you know how many second tier octopuses you need from level 23 to level 40? You need 100 of them, and the fully upgraded sea workshop make only 18,240 per day, which means that you need almost 5 entire days to produce the needed amount, which is basically the entirety of given time for this event. However, you got only 8 sea tiles, so you can't place another workshops to make this process quicker. Of course, you might say that you can delete some fishing piers and build workshops instead of them. However, you are not having enough octopuses to be able to do that. And because of the poor desing, you can't really place enough fishing piers from the start to be able to create even some decent stockpile for your potential cash out. So according to this, the math of Ithaca is completely wrong. The event is not possible. Unless you are going to buy tens of thousands of goodies from workshop by gems, which will probably cost you 1 kidney per week to be able to afford it. This can't be intended. As for the other ACs, it's very possible with few thousand gems and good strategy to reach Wonder level 50, except for maybe China with the huge Cowlins bottleneck. So as customers, we got completely broken event with very nice graphics and good advertising. And by broken, I mean the math is completely wrong. And even with heavy investments to tile expansions, luxurious buildings, or even buying starter pack, you are not able to reach level 40, which is the main event reward being advertised, This should all be fixed as soon as possible, and also we should be getting refunds for purchases for this Ithaca, and for the next time it would be wise to at least test your new ACs. That's what you have beta server for. Thank you for your time. Let's hope our good German friend are not going to completely ignore the huge and negative community feedback to this broken event and fix it as soon as possible. Thank you for your time. Bye.